right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And what I want to get into this morning, pretty much, dealing with the bitter herbs, okay? As we understand, as part of the Passover, ceremony, the Passover assembly, all right? One of the things that we do, is eat those bitter herbs, all right, which is commanded of us in Exodus 12 and 8, which I'll read, and expound on in the spirit, Lord will. It's Exodus 12 and 8. It says, and they shall eat the flesh in their night, all right, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it, okay? And those bitter herbs was a representation of the affliction, all right, of Egypt, okay? Because those bitter herbs will be like putting affliction on yourself, man, And as we eat these herbs in this times, it reminds us of the affliction of this bondage, man. Okay, because this is a bitter captivity. You go into the word America, all right, which when you go into that word in the Italian, okay, Amerigo, all right, goes back to bitter. And when you go into the scripture, the word Marah, all right, Marah goes back to bitter. Okay, when you go to that scripture where the elder was telling Absalom about how David and his man was chafed in the spirit, all right, it goes into that same word, Marin, in the Hebrew, which goes back to bitter. Okay, and this captivity has been a bitter captivity, man. And what we have to understand is balance, with, having this bitter captivity, man. Because you got to understand, like in this captivity, here it is as a man, because a man is wired to be attracted, okay, to beautiful women. That's how we're wired, okay? That's a great inspiration for men. It's a beautiful woman. Like, look in the ancient world and you wonder why would men, take these risks, going to war, okay, doing all these different things. Well, a woman played a big part in that. A beautiful woman, made a part in that, man. He had women that he wanted to protect, with his wife or wives, okay, daughters, cousins, nieces, okay, and then in the ancient world, when you conquer a city, women were spoiled, okay? And that was a major motivator for men, to go to war, okay? When they would send out spies to scope out the city, okay, the resources, the geographical location, as far as trade, all right? And then the women, that city had beautiful women, hey, that was a plus. That's a great inspiration, for men. But we live in a society where, the woman's mind has been so polluted and corrupted to the more, the more beautiful she is, the more pretty she is, the more polluted she is, man. And that's bitter, man. To the point where you pretty much, you see a fine woman, you don't even want to say nothing like that because all right, 9.9 times out of 10, all right, the mindset she gonna be in, man. She gonna want to be worshipped, her mother skills trash, wife skills trash, for the most part. All right, you got your exceptions and everything. Okay, she gonna be proud. All right, you gonna be one of many niggas. Okay, one of many men, and it's a vexation, man. We live in a society as a man to where you can't be legacy minded. Okay, this society that has us slave minded. Okay, trying to scrap and scrape all the crumbs we can out of this one lifetime, man. We can't be legacy minded and have sons and train them up and have our own resources, man. Because as men, all men supposed to have their own thing going on, man. Okay, but in this society, men are demonized and compartmentalized. You got men that have jobs, okay, essential jobs that are essential to the infrastructure to keep the convenience of day-to-day life going. And they have these jobs to where they can die. There's men that go to work every day and could possibly die. Okay? But they're treated like shit in this society, man. And it's multiplied towards the Israelite man. And that's bitter, man. Okay? Degenerate niggas are praised. If them niggas, if niggas start rapping, start playing sports and, those particular things, okay, that wouldn't affect day-to-day life. Okay? But if you let some of these men, okay, that women will look at as average men, if they stop doing their job, the infrastructure will collapse, man. And those same men treat you like trash, man. Okay? And that's bitter, man. As a man, this is a very bitter kingdom. You gotta tiptoe around the earth to be a man. Okay, old as hell. All right, but it's a woman you like. Y'all vibing. She's single. Okay, you gotta walk around tiptoeing. Around the earth. Okay, you gotta be a CIA agent. Just to meet for coffee, man. Because of the mindset, all right, and the brainwashing of this beast system, man. Okay, we don't know where our food comes from. We eating there's a wicked man in control over the food supply, the money supply, and this man ain't right. Okay, tax the hell out you. But you don't get nothing free. You see? Then the wickedness that just goes on, the wickedness that's accepted here, man. Those just, common things, man. It's a whole nother story when you go into the wickedness that's allowed and accepted in this society, man. Okay? The alphabet people have all the rights. If you say something, they can cut up, but if you say something, man, hate crime. Children being exposed to sex books and, how to have, intercourse, okay, in other ways. Just leave it at that. Because it's so filthy that we can't even speak on it, man. The filth that goes on here and it's vexing, man. Okay? Our family, okay, the disrespect they got, our direct family, just how, disrespectful they can be towards Yahweh Shem Shah, some more than others, man, because we all got different bitter urges, okay, within our life, man, and that's what those bitter urges represent, man, the affliction, all right, and just to say this for balance, like, as we, begin to love righteousness more and more, okay, there's an automatic vexation and affliction that comes with it, bitterness that comes with it, and we don't have to go all out the way to try to make, our situation more bitter. Like, we have our perfect portion of bitterness, within this society, okay, so we don't have to do extra things to make, have unnecessary bitterness, man. Okay, when the scriptures say use the world and not abuse the world, there's things set up, you know, where we can kind of release, you know, from the bitterness, man. Whatever that might be, you know, we have liberty to do particular things, you know, according to a standard, you know, because we all, you know, we're governed by a standard. So we do things, you know, within that standard. But we have liberty to do particular things to release, man. You know, like, you know, I got it's a little restaurant on the water, you know, over here I like to go to. You know, I might get a beer, you know, and just sit, you know, we'll stand on that dock, you know, and just look out into that water, man. You know, and just think of the downfall of this place, man. You know, because we can't, you know, just be in the room locked up. All right, hey, get out and move around, man. Because, like I say, the bitterness there. Like, believe you me, how about Shema Shai gonna make sure that we all get our perfect serving, you know, of bitterness out of this society, man. As we haste the day, as we want to see this place collapse, man. You know. But we have to be set up for the long run, and the only way to be set up for the long run is to apply balance, man. You know, through the bitterness, man. Okay? Because the bitterness gonna be there. You ain't gotta, you know, go look for it. You ain't gotta try to manipulate a situation and become bitter. It's there. And sometimes, how about Shema Shai gives us little breaks, man. We gotta, you know, take those breaks, you know, when things be kind of okay. All right? Because he's setting us up for another bitter trial, man. So, you know, don't feel bad when, you know, you just ain't catching a lot of hell and, you know, things are going kind of good. You know, don't feel bad, okay? The Most High, how about Shema Shai just balancing us out, man? Because it can't be just that one way all the time, okay? But it's going to be there, man, okay? As a man, so, man, you as limited as we are as men, okay? There's a constant, you know, bitterness within itself, you know? So, you know, moving forward, just remember, you know, that those bitter herbs represent that affliction, man. Okay, as we get ready to celebrate, it's like reverence, you know, reverence. It's the Passover, okay, reverencing the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, okay, what he did in ancient Egypt and what he's about to do in spiritual Egypt, man, all right, and throughout the earth, you know, we remember the bitterness, man, of this captivity. So, that was the point, man. I just wanted to touch on that. You know, as we was going over the rehearsal last night, you know, reading Exodus 12, you know, the Spirit, you know, put emphasis on those bitter herbs, man. You know, that portion, you know, of that Passover assembly, okay, is those bitter herbs, man. You know, so Lord will, you brothers, okay, and you few sisters were edified. Till the next time I say Shalom.